I don't want to interfere with your artistic license. If you want them to be on top, you go right ahead. Listen, Jamie.
Okay. Thank you. Just let me read this.
I'm out of here.
No.
Okay.
I am so sick of having in my ear. It's just like, shut up, just shut up.
You're going to be cooking Simon's entree.
Bread, ham, cheese and tomato. Kuzu bread with tomato jam, Iberico ham, spaghetti mozzarella, olive oil caviar, walnut snow. In the little bowl which you drink afterwards is a gazpacho consomme jelly and a New Zealand burrata sphere.
Josh's main.
Pork fillet wrapped in Savoy cabbage. You have braised pig's head terrine on the base, and also buttercup and maple puree. You've got some beautiful little caramelised onion petals, asparagus, sugar snap peas, and a little mustard seed pickle on there as well for you.
Josh's dish looks really hard. You can see that there's 1,000 ways shaking your head.
Because it's so, like, you can tell. How many different, do you have to have 3 kinds of veggies on there? Seriously.
And to finish it off, my dessert, chocolate trifle cake. It's a chocolate sponge. You're going to layer that with chocolate custard and prunes that have been marinated in Pedro Ximenez sherry. On top of that, it's whipped cream and then chocolate curls. And it's served with more prunes marinated in Pedro Ximenez sherry and strawberries marinated in the same sherry as well.
I'm folding in the flour and cocoa into my whipped egg mixture.
Clean your spoon
Clean my spoon now?
with a spatula. Yeah, clean spatula. Don't bang it, bang any air out of there. See how that's going down?
Yep.
Yeah, is it done?
It's still got lumps in it.
You know, I'd rather there might be a few lumps than you'd get rid of all the air.
Okay, where am I at danger point? Am I at danger point
The
now?
danger point is now because that's gone down by about 1/3. You're baking, Jamie, you've got to be precise.
I understand.
I mean, you do this all the time. You know about this, don't you?
Yeah, I don't do this, though.
No, but you know about baking, you know?
It's just a technique that I'm trying to do, and I don't know if I did it right or not.
Yeah, you need to spread it a wee bit
Okay.
without squashing the
flattening
air
it.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting hers in her tray, Casey. Yeah, so just keep up with her.
Cakes are in. Oh, it's just like the never-ending creme tart. Oh,
Hey, Jamie, are you in custard hell?
I don't know. I'm sure it'll come together.
You've got to be really careful that you don't cook the
for
bottom of it.
God's
But
sake.
no, this
Yeah.
is looking okay. I think that's ready.
Sweet ass, thanks.
Yeah.
man.
All right, finally. Okay, you guys, if you've got 1 hour to go, that cake needs to compress for about that long.
An hour.
Yeah, you need to get that cake put together, okay? Pronto.
Jamie, I think I'm going to have to get you to do that gel.
Gazpacho jelly, 4 leaves gelatin. I've just inherited another job from Bex, but we're on a team. That's what we do, is we pass it back and forth. And then if I don't have time, she'll do it. It's just how it rolls.
You doing?
Good. Now I just need to weigh this down and chuck it in the fridge.
For garnish.
Wow, a garnish for the bottom. Is that what the recipe says?
It says
Okay.
a third, a third, a third.
1/3 in the first layer, 1/3 in the second layer, and the other third is going where? Around when you serve it, okay?
Okay, so I
Yeah.
don't need these.
Right. You're really scaring me, Jamie.
You're really scaring me, Ray.
Well, I'm trying to help, and I'm not tricking you because I wrote it all down in the recipe for you, okay?
Okay, thank you
All
for
you
your
got to do
help.
is read
I appreciate it.
Yeah. But hey, you know, I don't want to interfere with your artistic license.
Sponge
If you want them to
repeat
be
with
on
the
top,
prunes.
you go right ahead. Listen, Jamie. you got-
Okay. Thank you. Just let me read this.
I'm out of here.
No.
Okay.
I am so sick of having in my ear. It's just like, shut up, just shut up.
Still got the mustard pickle to make, still got all the vegetables to do. Come on, guys, We need to go harder and faster, guys.
Coming up to 2 minutes, guys. You've just got to get it on the plate now.
Where's the shark?
We're not tasting off the bench, not in the final of the MasterChef kitchen. Come on. 30 seconds now. Here it goes, everybody.
I drained some cheese to put in replacement for the sphere, and I put it down somewhere draining, and I can't find it.
Where'd I just put that cheese? Where's the cheese gone? Oh, here it is. Get some paper towel.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from the bench. Win or lose, you guys have been great competitors, but these dishes need to be the best ones of your life. And they sure look like they're well on the road to being just that.
Slightly different, but
Go and take a seat, guys.
Thank you.
I'll start because mine was the starter, but I really don't have anything to say other than it's perfect. I cannot fault anything at all with it. They've nailed it.
Yeah, the pork dish is good. It's got a really good base flavour. The pig's head is great. Pork's nicely seasoned. It's past cooked, but it's not well done. It's about just going on medium. The onions are beautiful, but they forgot the beans. So minus the flat beans and the mustard seeds, you know, it's a really good tasting dish.
okay. Perfect chocolate sponge, perfect chocolate custard, beautifully marinated prunes. I'm getting a lovely sherry flavour all the way through. Obviously marks off for presentation not being the same, but you still get that refreshing fruit flavour through it. Very, very good indeed.
Okay, guys, a bit of score.
Jamie and Beck, come on up.
Walking up to tasting for the final time, same nerves that it has been from day one. You know, we're still presenting our food to 3 of the top chefs in the country, and it's a pretty frightening experience.
I think our dishes look awesome, and I think it was a heck of a way to finish.
Congratulations, 3 hours of rock and roll, but you got there, you did great looking food. Fantastic.
Thank you guys.
You know, you've given up just so much to be here, but when you go back to your cupcake empire in Queenstown, do you think you've learnt things that are going to change that business?
No question. No question. Absolutely. And I have to thank you 3 for that.
I really believe you deserve to be here.
Thanks.
But it all is coming down to these 3 dishes here. Go and relax, we'll get on with the tasting.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys. Well done.
We have no idea how we're placed when we walk away from the tasting. It'll all depend on the flavour.
I think the starter presentation is very good. I would have liked the basil on there. I would have liked the sphere inside. Not having that is a little bit of a problem.
I think Jamie and Beck have done a great job on the pork dish. It's quite sparse and they haven't got a lot of height, but all the ingredients are there.
Regarding the cake, obviously the presentation is different. There's a bit of a crack going on around this side, which is a little bit of an ugly wound, really.
The kuzu bread needed a little bit more cooking so it was crispier. And it really is missing that one thing that ham and tomato and mozzarella type cheeses need, and that is basil. The gazpacho jelly is absolutely delicious. Perfect. I'm just missing the sphere.
Great effort by Jamie and Beck here. The pig's head is as good as mine. It is absolutely perfect. Buttercup puree is beautiful, and the pork is nice, lacks a little bit of seasoning and a little bit overcooked. A little bit of sauce missing, but otherwise it's a great dish. I'm really happy, actually.
Jamie's made a really good sponge. I really like the chocolate sponge, and the custard is extremely good. The layers are a little bit ragged. I'm not getting the lovely sherry flavour all the way through, and the chocolate curls on top are just a little bit thick. But all in all, she's done a pretty good job.
Every step we've taken, every challenge we've done has been for this moment. This is serious. We have real lives that we have put on hold to play this game.
And we have got so much to lose here. You know, I'm 40. I'm not allowed to change my career again. This is it for me. If I don't win, then that's it.
Jamie and Beck, Karina and Casey, this is the moment you've been waiting for all competition.
You've been separated from loved ones and survived every challenge we've thrown at you. The sacrifices are now over, and for one duo, the dream is about to become reality.
At the end of the second challenge, Karina and Casey, you were on 34 points. Jamie and Beck, you were 2 points ahead on 36. And then your final challenge was replicating our dishes.
We'll each score your version of our dish out of 20 points.
Ray, how did you score the replication of your dish?
Jamie and Beck, pretty good job on my chocolate trifle cake. Beautiful light sponge, extremely good custard. However, the layers were ragged, chocolate curls were too thick, and of course, the presentation wasn't quite the same as mine. A good effort though, and I scored you 14 out of 20. Casey and Karina, you presented a very handsome looking gâteau. Although the presentation wasn't the same as mine either. Perfect sponge and custard, and beautifully marinated prunes. Very good indeed. I scored your dish 16. The scores are now tied at 50 points apiece.
Jamie and Beck, you did an incredible job of the pig's head terrine. The presentation was spread out, but it was still very neat. The ratio of meat to fat was absolutely perfect, and your puree was beautiful. Although your pork was a little over, and you missed the sauce, I scored you 18 points.
Well done.
Casey and Karina, the pork was slightly over, but nicely seasoned. Great onions, but wrong mustard. And you missed out the flat beans entirely. It was a very tasty dish, but you only put one slice of pork on. I gave you 16 out of 20. You are back to being 2 points behind Jamie and Beck. Simon, how did you score your entree dishes?
Jamie and Beck, your gazpacho jelly was good and your presentation was great. However, you didn't manage to get the burrata sphere on the plate. And I didn't realise how important the basil was until I tasted your dish without it. You did a great job on the jam though. And your kuzu bread worked out very well. I scored your dish 15 points, bringing your combined total out of 100 to 83. Casey and Karina, you need to score at least 18 points for your dish to beat Jamie and Beck. You worked like chefs in the kitchen. The kuzu bread on top was perfectly cooked. The jam had a beautiful rosy colour, and there was the right amount of basil. Crystal clear in presentation, flavour and taste. You nailed it. It was simply perfect. I had no choice but to score you 20 out of 20. Casey and Karina, you are New Zealand's first ever MasterChef Couples Champions.